it's never good to be last. As I was sitting there, Sister Charlotte, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in years, and it brought me back to your tough history test that we used to have. I was wondering if I would recognize anybody else here tonight, other than, I was hoping Dr. Heck obviously would be here, but then it's very good to see you. First, I would like to thank the Alumni Board for what's the word I'm looking for? Selecting me, thank you, sir, for this award. I'm very humbled, as I was surprised to come in tonight and see some of my soccer parents show up, because I had never told them about this award, because I just try to stay in the background and just do what I feel is the right thing to do. Dr. Heck, I thank you for nominating me for this award. Again, I'm very humbled by it, and I know that when you signed on to be my advisor, you probably didn't think you were signing on for a lifetime of commitment to me, so thank you. Dr. Heck used to have, one time he had called me and had one of his students come out and ride with me, and I think that was the thrill of her life at that point, as she was one of his students. And I was asking him earlier tonight if she ever chose law enforcement, and I'm still wondering as of this moment. I want to say that Newman shaped me into who I am today. As the video said, I was all set that I was going to this college in Tennessee. I had boxes packed and everything else, and then, you know, the thought came over me, those people that support us in our lives, our moms and our grandmas and other family members, I just couldn't stand at that thought. My mom and my grandma never missing a soccer game, and them never ever getting to see me go on to play college soccer when that's what they had built me up for all these years. So when I made that decision 2 weeks before the college semester was starting, it was a decision that I don't look back on and I don't regret, because then I realized once I was here that this was home. This is where I needed to be. The smaller class sizes, I know I could always go to Dr. Heck's office. He was always going to be available to me. If he wasn't, he was going to tell me to come back in an hour or whatever. And so I'm very grateful for those opportunities that were given to me. It helped me choose the career that I chose, even though it ended before I wanted it to. I loved my career. I loved going to work every day, and I don't know that a lot of us can say that we love going to work every single day. I don't know that I'd want to feel like a wilted daisy at the end of my day. There's good times and bad times. Obviously, being an officer, you see the best of the best and the worst of the worst. But we're all, I believe that my focus was, probably when I was young, I was born to help people. I don't ever think twice when somebody asks me to come mentor this kid or talk to this kid about their attendance, and then if I set them up on okay, if you can make it to school every single day and not be late, then you get to have lunch with me, any place of your choosing. And that just is so exciting to them. And it excites me for them to be excited and see that somebody truly cares about them, especially in these low-income schools, which was the area that I patrolled for 20 years. That excites me. That makes me feel that I have purpose and that I'm doing my job. It wasn't about traffic tickets and arrest. It was never about that for me. I probably don't tell anybody this, but I probably gave more breaks to anybody than I was in the city of Wichita, and I'm sorry if you haven't been given a break by a Wichita police officer, but you obviously didn't run into me. I always told them it wasn't about getting into your pocket. It's about correcting your driving behavior. Just slow down, take your time, it's okay, because if you get stopped now, look how much time I took out of your day. So regardless, whether it's helping kids make good choices at a young age or helping an elderly person that's probably just lonely and doesn't have any friends around and just wants somebody to listen to them. I feel that we are all invested in our communities that we live in, whether we work there, we live there, we go to school there. Regardless, we're invested in some way. And what we can give back to our communities is what's going to make the community we live in a more solid and better place to live in. My grandma used to tell me, if you can, quote, if you can give a little, do so. There are many people that are less fortunate than you, end of quote. And I used to look at her thinking, well, I'm hungry. But, you know, I started thinking, you know, there is, and even now as an adult, you know, we always had a roof over our head, always had shoes on our feet, always had food on our table. May not have been the steak and potatoes, but it was always there for us. And I feel that if we can just give back, whether it just be that gift to a child at Christmas that may be without, not have anything under their tree, then let's do it. If it's volunteering in a school, a nursing home, a hospital, just to make somebody feel like they're valued, then why not do it? As I think it was Kim that was talking about education and how some of these people are the first in their families to go to college. I was that kid. And it reminds me when I'm mentoring these young people that I always tell them, it's up to you whether you go to school. Nobody can stop you from going to college but yourself. You know, they have choices of do they want to live the gang life because they have many family members are? Do they want to be on welfare because maybe that's how their parents and how they've been brought up? But they can make a difference in their life, and that's what I tell them every single day. Only you will stop yourself from going to college, because there's so many opportunities, such as what's here at Newman, where the financial aid is available to them, and scholarships is available to them. So you will find that the little bit of effort that you put into volunteering or helping a child or helping an elderly person, what you get out of it is much more rewarding. Thank you guys, I appreciate it.